Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm sorry, I'm just a couple of minutes late, but it is Monday. It's about 8:30, maybe 8:33 or something like that. But really, what that means is that it is time for Conversations with Teresa, and I am your host, Teresa Aline. If you know me at all, you know that I get easily excited. But tonight, I'm especially excited to talk about midlife for us. I'm calling it Making Midlife Your Best Life. That's where I am right now. I honestly feel like I am living my best life. And I want to invite you to join me. All right. So let's get right into it. So I have been thinking about midlife. So I asked, I do what we do, right? We go to Google, we go to chat, we go to whatever platform that we're using and, type in midlife. What's going on with midlife? And the things that come up, it's like, when do you know you're going through a midlife crisis? And can I be going through a midlife crisis when I'm 40? I'm like, man, that's so negative, right? It's all about midlife is crisis or midlife is negative or and I'm like, nah, that's not where it's not where I am, but it's also not where I want to be. I don't know anyone who wants to be there, right? We could find ourselves there because there's a lot of different things that are happening to us right around this time in life, right? So we can't deny our bodies are changing, right? Our energy sometimes can be lower. Our relationships might be changing a bit. We might be going through a divorce. We might be going through just people are different than we were when we were 20 and just learning. Sometimes it's like it could be a breakup with just friends, right? So, yeah, relationships could be changing. Obviously, perimenopause, we talk about that all the time. That's like brewing up inside of us. And sometimes we don't know if it's happening or not, but it is. Things are happening, our hormones are changing. Parents could be aging. We feel like we're aging. We're getting older, right? And we are still in the midst of raising our children. And, sometimes they can be a little bit of a challenge, right? I'm just saying, I mean, not my kids, right? Of course, my kids are just like perfect. They always pick up after themselves and they always listen to me the first time. Okay, all right. I'm off on a tangent. But also, I think about this time in our life because we are changing and we are mindful of different things. Our career choice may be changing a bit. We may realize that what I thought I wanted 20 years ago, it's not so fulfilling right now, or just something in that area. But it's like all of these different things that are coming. And we could be tempted to say, oh my gosh, this thing is happening. These things are happening. And I just want to ball up and just make it go away. I want to wish it away. But I'm here to tell you something. We do not have to wish anything away. This time in our life, we get to choose what's going to be next. And the operative word is choose. Life no longer has to happen to us. We can make it happen. It can be the most exciting time in our life. Midlife is not about slowing down. It's about stepping into your next chapter with purpose, with confidence. It's with joy. And we get a chance to choose that. All right. So, again, oftentimes at this time in life, 40s, 50s, 60s, we can hit a wall. Again, we got a lot of stuff coming at us, and we could actually either be dodging balls or we could just feel stuck. Like, I have to stay here. Perhaps you have this amazing job that is, paying you well. And you're like, I got to pay the mortgage. I have to stay here because of the health insurance. I have to stay here because my schedule, taking care of the kids and taking care of my parents, it all works out right now, And so we're feeling like I got to stay here. But we don't have to be stuck. We just don't have to. And at this point in our lives, we have done some living. We have experiences that we didn't have when we were 20 years old. And we have wisdom to rewrite our story. It can be magical just if you let it. And a lot of times, what happens is that we have fears, we have insecurities, we have our, what is the name of that? I'm having a little brain fog here. What's that syndrome thing? Imposter syndrome. Yes, right. We got a lot of stuff that can be coming at us, but we don't have to stay there. So what I want to do right now is I want to throw out some questions, and I just want you to think about it just for a second. All right. So name, like, I want you to think about one area of your life where you feel like you're just going through the motions. So maybe it's your job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's your spiritual relationship that you're just doing things out of habit. Just take a minute and think about that. If you have some paper around, you can write it down. One area of your life where you feel like you're just going through the motions. All right, next question. What would your best life in this chapter look like? And allow yourself to imagine it. You know, think about best life in relationships. What would your relationships with your family be like? What would your relationship with your significant other be like? What would your relationships with your friends or your children look like? What would your financial being look like? What would your health look like? What would your body look like? All right. So think about it. Your best life. Just imagine it. And now what I want you to do is think about one small step you can take this week to move closer to that vision. Just one small step. And that could be something like, let's say it's your, you want to have a different body. Maybe it's something like, I'm going to join a gym, or I'm going to get a workout buddy. I've been very honest with you. Gyms don't work out for me. That is, I'm just not motivated by that. But if someone says, hey, you know what? I'd like to walk with you. That is something, because I like community, right? So that could be something. And you don't have to wait for someone to do it. You could ask someone, because it's likely that they want to do it too. So one small step that you can take to get you closer to this vision. And I ask you these questions because a lot of times as women, we are busy taking care of others, and we tend to come last. And I mean, that's just like our nurturing spirit for the most part, whether it's kids or parents or, the folks at our job or whatever, we tend to put ourselves last. And it's usually like, oh, I'm so tired, I can't do this. I'm so tired, I don't have time to work on this. Or I'm too tired to eat the best meal, so I'm just going to, eat what's in front of me. And I'm going to eat a lot of it because I don't feel like getting up. I might get hungry later, so let me just eat it all right now. It could be a whole bunch of different things. All right. So, but tonight, I want to give you the opportunity to put yourself first. And I want you to allow me to coach you so that you can get unstuck. If you're just, again, it could be so many different ways that we're feeling stuck. But in various conversations that I've been having, it's tough. It is really hard for us as women, and not just women, but us as women, to get unstuck because we got all these different responsibilities. And then we put stuff on us that we probably don't need to put on us, but we do, right? Sometimes we need nudges. Sometimes we need pushes. Sometimes we need pulls to get ourselves unstuck. And that's what I really want to be able to help. That's what I love to do. I like to get people from A to B, and your B is going to look different from someone else's, but what is that step? And I know for me, one of the things that's super helpful for me to have people in my life to help me get unstuck is they hold me accountable. They help me not to get sidetracked. They remind me of where I'm trying to go, where I'm trying to get to. And they encourage me to do that. I want to do that for you. I love doing that. All right. So I want to invite you to reach out to me. Check out my page. You can look at the marquee down below. You can email me or DM me. If you're interested in making your midlife your best life, I want you to know that I'm here for you. I want you to know that I am excited to be able to possibly be that person for you. Because like I said, obviously, we all have challenges in our life, but I love my life. I love the things that I get a chance to do, the people who I get a chance to talk to, the relationships that I get to have. And I was fortunate enough to understand that I do get a chance to choose, that it's not just going to roll over and, make me do something that I don't want to do. I want to make sure I want to encourage and empower you to make those choices, the choices that are going to lift you up higher, the choices that help you to become exactly who you want to be. So I just wanted to give that message to you. Let's get unstuck. Let's get unstuck together. And let's step into this time in our life. You could be 40, 50, 60 years old. Midlife is just, it's a number. We don't know, right? Where it is. But if you are feeling any of that, anything that I mentioned or something else, I want to help. And I'm here. All right. So you've been listening to Conversations with Teresa. Again, I am your midlife mentor, and I'm excited. So let's take this walk together. Until next week, I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to being able to encourage you, and let's do this. All right. Peace out. Have a powerful, wonderful week that you choose to live. Have a great night.